What's up, y'all? So, someone had asked me about what happened to Ladies Night. So, Miss Chandra Ross, this is for you. The reason I had stopped doing, I didn't even do the first episode. I started with the second episode. So, the reason I stopped doing the reviews is because it was pretty much the same each episode. So the episode that I did was Where's Coco? The first episode was Divas Las Vegas. So, and basically that one just says Coco's pending divorce leads to uncertainty about the tour. And then, so I did Where's Coco? Season 1, episode 3. So I'm just gonna go. It's on the 8th episode. So I'm just gonna go down the line. This episode is called Girls, What's My Weakness? Coco worries SWV is giving in to Salt-N-Pepa's demands. Yes. So basically, Salt-N-Pepa, they appear to be very bossy, and they wanted them to learn the dance routines, which is what happened on the previous episode. And they were worried about them not being able to do the dances correctly on the stage. And that's why I was like, SWV, they're singers, they're never known to be dancers. So I didn't understand, what was the problem. And Coco was just kind of like, Taj and Lily, they never say anything. So, the next episode is called Hot Cocoa. As episode 4, Salt-N-Pepa's dress rehearsal turns into a mess. I'm not exactly sure. I'm not exactly sure what happened in that one. Like I said, it was very repetitive. So I can see why a lot of people haven't been doing the reviews, because it's just the same each episode. Yeah, I don't remember. Episode 5 is called Right Here. SWV pushes back when Jimmy makes a special request. Jimmy is Salt-N-Pepa's manager. And I believe this is when they actually, got on the stage and they did a good job, and Salt was all impressed with them because they only wanted SWV to do one song. Right? That's how pushy that's how bossy they are. And they're around the same age, and the groups were around the same time period. So I just don't understand. But so Jimmy, I believe he called SWV, or he was sat with them in person. I don't actually remember, but he said, we want you guys to do a second song. And they were like, no, well, they gonna pay us, because they only wanted us to do one song. So basically that's what that one was about. So season 1, episode 6, Spinderella fights for more recognition. That was called A Spinderella Story. I just sigh about that one, because I was just saying that it's like they want to be a group of 3 when it's convenient for them, but so it's like they're doing mixed messages with her. It's like sometimes we're a group and sometimes we're not. So I think this one was about Salt-N-Pepa were supposed to go on The Talk, I believe it was, and Spinderella wasn't invited, and Spinderella was very upset. And she's like, you guys never fight for me. And And then Salt always, like, when she's on the confessional part, it's like she always tries to, like, backpedal, I guess that's the word, try to act like she's not a mean girl, but they kind of seem like they mean girls. Salt and Pepper.
Always.
They mean girls. And they were saying that, because Salt and Pepper were talking amongst themselves somewhere, and they were saying, we just don't understand why she gets like this, and we both put up money for her. We both gave her, I don't know if they both gave her 1.6 million or it totaled 1.6 million that they gave her. So they don't understand where she's coming from, but I do. And you guys know that, because I did a video on that they fired her through an email. I was like, dang, that's cold. That is so cold. I don't know. See, I don't know. It's like all of them kind of have something about them. I like Lily, though. I like Lily and Taj.
Yeah. The
best, because they seem the realest. But Spinderella, she kind of seemed like she do kind of have, like, this entitlement type of thing. I'm not sure if that's the right word I want to use. And Salt and Pepper's like, we were Salt and Pepper before you were even, they hired her. And according to Wendy Williams, she wasn't the first Spinderella. So they had a Spinderella before her, and I think they fired her. And then they wanted Wendy Williams to be DJ Spinderella. I'm like, what? I wonder how that would have been. Right? So Wendy Williams was like, I had to, like, really think hard about it, because, she liked her radio career. So anyway, you guys know how that turned out. So, this one was episode 7, Caymans, we have a problem. Pepper and Salt jeopardize the SWV collab over a planned trip. Yeah, they're all supposed to do this song together about women's empowerment and all that stuff, right? So after the show, I don't know. Salt and Pepper had a show, and SWV, I think they were in the audience watching. And they go backstage, and Peppa's like, yeah, we should have a ladies trip. We should go to the Caymans and, all that. So, it was so beautiful. If I wasn't scared to get on planes and I had some money, it was gorgeous. Wasn't it gorgeous, Adra? You're not agreeing with me, girl. She over there in her own world. Anyways, SWV, right? You show them, they're looking at the I guess it's a villa that they had. Like, they had their own. They had an infinity pool. They had a hot tub. They had a pier, and you walked out to the pier, and they had a hammock. And oh my gosh, it was gorgeous. So you saw them. The lady was showing, the tour around the villa. And so then you see them going to, I believe, they're sitting down at the table having drinks. And then Spinderella shows up. And then they're kind of like, well, where's Salt and Pepper? And she's like, I don't know. She's like, they don't talk to me. They don't tell me anything, That's how they are. And so Jimmy calls and says, oh, well, Salt and Pepper's, they're not coming. And Coco or Lily was like, you mean today? He says he means they mean at all. They're not coming at all. And they were like, what? And so Spinderella felt like, she had to be like the spokesperson for them. And she was like, yeah, that's how they are. That's what they do. And so then they was showing Pepper was supposed to have something wrong with her neck. or whatever. And they say, well, she was partying. She was just partying the night before. And then Salt had a problem with her son. I don't know what the problem was, but he needed her. She said that he's still dealing with the divorce that her and her husband went through. So SWV and Spinderella were upset because they didn't call them. Then Jimmy called, And so Salt ended up calling all of them and explaining. But Peppa never called, but she's the one that planned the trip. So, chill. So then the episode that came on last night, episode number 8, and I swear I didn't know it was this many episodes. And they got the nerve to say season 1. I think this is the only season.
Exactly.
This is called Let's Talk About X.
What?
That's what the episode is called. Coco reaches her breaking point. Right? So they're all meeting at this studio. SWV, Salt-N-Pepa, Spinderella, she's sitting on the same side as them, but she don't want to sit on the same couch as them. So she has a problem. You can see her face, So they're talking about what happened in the Caymans, and Salt's like, I just don't understand why they keep holding grudges about it and this, that, and the other. And she was throwing subliminals at Spinderella. She's like, yeah, people like to hold on to grudges, and they're showing Spinderella's face, and oh gosh. So then they're going back and forth with it, and Spinderella, she just gets up and leaves, and then Peppa's like, well, when you come back, give me a drink. Just don't spit it. Don't put nothing in it. Or something like that. And then they were saying, are you going to, no, Spinderella's like, no, I'm gone. I'm leaving. So they were like, are you going to go talk to her? So Peppa's going out there to talk to her. And Spinderella said, maybe we need to see a therapist about, their continuous problems. And Peppa was like, yeah, she agrees with that. She was acting all like, I don't know what's wrong with Peppa. She act like she's 20. And I know her and Tretch, they seem like they've been perfect for each other. Anyways, so let me see what happened. They were all supposed to go to Australia because they had advertised that SWV was going to be there. And SWV told them that they're going on their own tour with Tony Braxton, right? And they're like, what? And they're like, well, you should do your thing, But, we kind of already advertised that you guys were gonna go. And then SWV, they did go over Salt's house. And I'm like, does Salt even live there? Because that house was spotless. You ain't seen nothing. That thing looked like a, what you call them things? Like them home models. And her house was just not clean. I mean, that's a good thing, but it just didn't look lived in. But anyways, so Salt convinces them to go to Australia, right? And so Lily and Taj, they end up leaving, and then Coco is like spilling her guts out to Salt about the divorce. She started crying. She said, I didn't think that. I think they were married 15 years. I didn't think that, he would leave me, and we thought we would raise our son to, at least graduate high school. And she said, I wasn't the perfect wife. He wasn't the perfect husband. So she started crying, and Salt was saying how she understands that she's still, feeling her some type of way about her divorce. So chill, they end up in Australia, and Coco ain't show up. And so, so Lily and Todd was like, man, we're scared to tell Salt-N-Pepa about it, right? So Salt said she understood, basically. about Coco not coming. Cause meanwhile, you show Coco live in Virginia Beach, y'all. She lived real close to me. Well, not that close, but close enough. She got a regular house. She was in the kitchen with, I guess, her best friend and her mom. And a notary lady came over with the divorce papers, and she said, as soon as I stamp this, it's because she had to sign it, and then the lady had to, put the stamp on there. It's over. I was like, dang, that lady, man, she was no help. She was not like sugarcoating anything. She's like, once I stamp this, it's over. So it seemed like once the lady stamped it and she left, Coco just lost it. She was in the closet throwing shoes. And her mom was like, what's going on up here? She's like, I just threw something. And she was yelling at the cameraman not to follow her. She get in the car. She called Lily. She's like, I need someone to talk to. So, yeah, she was hysterical. So child, they was riding in a van. And Spinderella had her earbuds in, and she was just not there. She was there, but she was not there. And they all noticed it. And so Taj and Spinderella were in some type of store. And they were talking. And then Lily, Saltnpepa was talking I guess they were sitting down somewhere talking. And basically Salt, that she was just like, I'm just tired of dealing with, she's tired of dealing with the madness. They don't see where she's coming from, basically. And then Spinderella's like, Taj was like, you could just see it all over your face. What's wrong, girl? She said, she said, and Spinderella's like, I'm trying not to lash out. And so Taj was like, by not lashing out, you're lashing out, because everybody can tell that it looked like she wanted to fight somebody. And so Spinderella is just like, I can't take it anymore, And Taj was like, are you gonna leave? Are you gonna quit or something like that? And she says, if I have to, chill. So basically, that's why I haven't did the reviews on this, because it's repetitive. I still watch it though, but it's repetitive. It's kind of entertaining, but it is because I grew up with these ladies watching them, and I just don't understand. And going back to SWV in Australia, I'm like, Taj has a nice voice. I don't understand why she couldn't sing Coco's part or whatever. But I guess, people just look to Coco to be that lead singer with that unique voice that she has. So, y'all, Miss Chandra Ross, this is for you, girl. I appreciate you asking for that special request, because I was definitely not going to do any more. I think there is one episode left next week. I don't know how many episodes are left. So I think I'll find out how many episodes is left, and then I'll come back and do the same thing like I did today. I can just group them all in one video, because it really is repetitive, basically. Just girl drama, just catty. Yeah, catty, petty, whatever you want to call it. That's why they say girl groups never really last. They always break up, that type of thing. All right, guys. So if you're coming by, you're new to the channel, please push that subscribe button. And thanks for all the ones that have been with me since day one and after. All right, guys. Y'all take care.